You're watching Community Conversations, a ConcordTV production.
Hello, this is Community Conversations, a program produced by Concord Community TV or ConcordTV. I'm Doris Ballard, your host, and my guest is my frequent wonderful guest, Nicole Schulze. She is the Adult Services and Outreach Coordinator for the Concord City Library. Hi, Nicole.
Hi.
Well, let's just get right into it.
Yeah,
You've got a lot going on.
We have so much going on.
What I'd like to, we're going to be talking today about Concord Reads. And if people don't know what that is, you're going to know what it is by the end of the show. You're going to want to take advantage of it. But let's start with the library's new catalog.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So it's a long time coming. We are moving to a new system internally, which means a new online catalog, which is very, very exciting, especially for our patrons who use our catalog regularly to log into their account, to place holds, to see what they have checked out, to renew items, etc. So essentially, our online presence in terms of our catalog is getting a whole new look. It's very modern, and the searching functionality is very modern. So we're really just sort of, moving ourselves a little further into the 21st century. And that has meant, a lot of staff training and preparation for this. So we are letting everyone know that we will be closed for a day next week. So we are closed for President's Day, which is Monday.
All right. And when people see this, it might be after the
It
fact,
might
but
be,
that's okay.
yes,
And by
yeah.
the way, if you're seeing it after Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day from all of us at Concord TV, right?
Explains the right, yes.
Okay, all right.
And so then we'll also be closed on Tuesday, the day after President's Day for some.
Okay.
It's an in-service day.
Right.
So we're very excited for the catalog. It will go live on Thursday.
The 22nd.
The 22nd.
Of February.
Yes.
Right.
So we are open on Wednesday, the 21st, with very limited service. We'll be checking out only, so we won't be renewing, we won't be placing holds, we won't be taking fines. So all of that will wait until Thursday when we go live with our new system and the new catalog.
Exciting. And so what will be different from just the look of it, or?
The look will be very different. There's a lot of really exciting features. So right now, if you want to access our e-content, so e-books, e-audio books, you do have to go out to an outside system, to another website to do that. You can find the record in the catalog, but then once you click on that, it brings you to a whole other site. So with the new catalog, you'll be able to do, you'll be able to access that content within the library catalog interface, so you can, just go to a book that you want to listen to or read on your iPhone or your tablet and download it directly from the catalog. So that's really exciting. And then there's going to be a lot of increased functionality with patron accounts. So what you can do from home. So nowadays you expect, if you get a bill, I know this isn't the most fun example, but if you get a bill, you can go online and pay it online. You don't have to physically go somewhere to pay your bill. And we now will finally be able to offer that, so you can pay library fines from home using your catalog or using your account through the catalog. And you can also create dynamic lists. So just like Amazon, when you create a wish list, you're picking and choosing items that you would like to check out or that you'd like to place a hold on. You can build these lists, which is really fun. You just have much more access to your information, and you have more control over your use of the library. So we're really excited about that.
Exciting.
Yeah.
So if you're just tuning in, my guest on Community Conversations today, Concord TV production and a podcast, I may add, yes, is Nicole Schulze. She is a frequent guest here, and we love having her. She's the Adult Services and Outreach Coordinator for the Concord City Library. And we're wrapping up talking about the library's new catalog, which is going live on Thursday, February 22nd. Right, so check it out, right.
Yes, and bear with us. So it's definitely a learning curve for all of us. It's a brand new behind the scenes system as well. So we're super excited for something new. But yeah, we just got some things to work out as we migrate, and it'll be a couple of weeks until we're back at, full
That's fine.
capacity.
Right.
So we have the most wonderful community. Everyone is really
They're very
accepting of
patient and
those sorts of,
understanding,
yeah,
right.
exactly. So
Well, look at the resource it is for everyone, really.
exactly.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and that remains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, yes. The libraries, this is not my grandparents' library or my parents' library. This is, you're really hopping to it. And let's talk about Concord Reads.
Yes.
Now, Concord Reads, it's a citywide literary event encouraging community members to read and discuss the same book. You brought the book with you,
I
so
did.
let's take a look at it.
Following Atticus.
Oh,
yeah,
so cute.
I know.
Yeah.
Very cute dog on
So
the cover.
in just in summary, tell us a little bit about Atticus, the book, and how and why you selected that book.
So the full title is Following Atticus, 48 High Peaks, One Little Dog, and an Extraordinary Adventure. And we chose the book because for anyone who has read it, you'll know it's very New Hampshire centric. There's a lot happening in the White Mountains throughout the book, especially on the 48 high peaks in the winter. And we're all sort of fascinated in love with the White Mountains. And there's also a dog as one of the central characters. And we know that Concord's a dog-friendly, dog-loving community. So we thought, people would enjoy this. And Tom Ryan's actually, he lives in New Hampshire. Yes, so Tom Ryan is the author. He currently lives in New Hampshire. He's been to Gibson's. He's well known around town, and he's just wonderful. So he's willing to come back at the end of the Concord Reads couple of months and talk with us, and we can talk more about that later. But so the book it starts with Tom Ryan living in Newburyport, Massachusetts, and he starts a newspaper called The Undertow. And he really dives into the politics and what's happening in Newburyport, and really sort of is very real in his writing. And so he knows a lot of people around town. He has a lot of friends, and he ends up adopting a miniature schnauzer who he names.
That's adorable.
Yes,
Atticus.
He names him Atticus M. Finch. And so he and Atticus experience a loss, one of their friends. And among other reasons, including his father's love for hiking and the fact that he had been brought to the White Mountains as a kid for a vacation, he starts hiking the 48 high peaks, and he sets some pretty aggressive goals in the book, including hiking all 48 twice in one winter.
Didn't realize there were 48 peaks.
There's 48 peaks over 4,000 feet.
Oh my!
So there's even more that are under 4,000. So they call them the high peaks.
So did Atticus go with him?
So Atticus, yes. So Atticus does do all of this hiking with him, and often ends up in the lead, really pushing them. And miniature schnauzers aren't necessarily known for their outdoor hiking skills or love of outdoors and hiking. So he and Atticus become very, very close, and they learn a lot from each other, and he learns a lot from Atticus.
May I see the
Yes,
book? Yes,
please.
What a little cutie, but Atticus is no longer with us, I understand.
He's not, no, but Tom Ryan, the author, does have two dogs who he will be bringing with him to the author event at the end of the program. And something else that's happening while he's hiking is he's attempting to raise money for the Jimmy Fund.
Oh, that's great.
Because they did lose their friend to cancer. So it's a really quick read. You really get into it. You fall in love with Atticus.
And you can pick it up at the library.
Yes, we
or
have
get it in the ebook as well.
Yes, and the audiobook. We have so many copies ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a little quote. It says, "In the mountains, I felt comfortable letting Atticus lead, and he seemed to know what I needed. He always chose the best route if ever there was," and it's covered, so I can't read it all. But the fact is that Atticus had he had a leadership part in this as well. Just he didn't really necessarily always follow his.
Right. They really, you get the picture that they really became partners in it. So
that's wonderful. And there were pictures in it.
There are, it really makes it a little more real,
and there's a great picture of Atticus sitting at the edge of I know you can't see it, but you'll have to get the book to see it. I'm glad there are pictures in it.
It it
photos.
Yep, it gives you sort of a better picture of what's going on.
I don't know. Well, anyway, you'll have to
Right?
get the book right, and see it. It's adorable.
Yeah,
All right.
it's wonderful. And those pictures, he actually calls Atticus the little Buddha, because when he gets to a summit, he just sits and looks. And so, yeah, it's
If only we could read the mind of a pet
right.
when they're,
I know,
you know.
I know. Yeah,
That's kind of spiritual, very spiritual.
there
in a
are
way,
very
right?
yeah. The book, yep, does have some spiritual passages.
All right, so you're going to be able to meet the author, right, Tom Ryan, and his dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of events coming up. So let's look at that.
Yes,
Right.
so every year around Concord Reads, we do programming. So I should say every year we do programming around Concord Reads, around the book, around the theme. So we have a lot of fun programs planned this year, and they all lead up to that final author event.
Okay, so the final author event is at the April 19th one, which is at Red River Theaters at 7 p.m., and we'll remind people about that. By the way, if you want to know more information about what's happening at the Concord Library, go to concordpubliclibrary.net.
/Concord
Reads. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go back to that, but what's coming up right in the next week or two is, if you're seeing this before February 24th, there's a Concord Reads at 10 o'clock kickoff hike at Jim Hill River Walk Trail.
Yeah, so we're actually kicking off the whole program with a hike. We felt like that was
Oh,
appropriate.
That's great. And what about if regardless of the weather? Or?
Regardless of the weather, because
A lot of people hike in the winter. I mean,
a lot of people do in this book, really talks a lot about winter hiking.
Okay.
So we thought this would be really appropriate. And we're really encouraging people to bring their dogs, if they're
that's
hiking
great.
dogs
That's great.
and they're comfortable bringing them. We're saying, please bring your dogs and bring snowshoes if you'd like. It'll all depend on, how much snow we lose and then how much snow. It's February, so
we live with it. We're in Hampshire.
Exactly, we know. And that will actually, we're really excited because we were able to collaborate with the Concord Trails Committee.
Nice.
So as everyone likely knows, Concord has a really wonderful trail system that's very accessible, and this committee has, these seasoned hikers who will be guiding us on our hike.
Wonderful, right?
So we're very excited for that.
Hiking is free.
Hiking is free,
enjoy
and it's
nature.
open to all, and
Right.
so yeah.
So that's happening on February 24th, 10 a.m. Concord Reads kickoff hike at Jim Hill River Walk Trail. So many trails in Concord, if people not aware of it, check that out.
Yes.
On the City of Concord website.
Yeah,
right?
there is a trails page, that has maps, parking information.
They have activities too. She's been on the show talking about that.
Oh, yeah,
right?
they have so much going on.
All right, so there's a time period, February 24th through April 19th, which is the end of the program, Hike for the Health of It with the Capital Area Wellness Coalition. Here you is again, you're collaborating with other groups in the city, like you collaborate with us, so that's wonderful. Talk about that. You pick up City Trails Passport. Oh, I love that passport.
Yes,
program.
and I should have brought one. So part of Concord Reads is the community aspect. We really do want it to be a community event. We want everyone in Concord to read the book, and so that's why we really try to reach out to other people in the community, other organizations, to make stuff like this happen. So we are working with the Wellness Coalition. They brought us a bunch of their passports, and what we're doing is saying if you hike 10 city trails between February 24th, the kickoff hike, which would be a great way to start this.
Great way to lose weight too and get in shape. Thinking of that.
Well,
Right.
yeah, spring's around the corner, right? That's summer. And then April 19th, the author event. So, a little under 2 months, if you hike 10 city trails, we'll give you a copy of Following Atticus to keep for yourself.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Right. Does the library purchase all these books, or
Yes.
how many books would you say that you have following Atticus?
So right now, and I will correct myself, the Concord, so one of the major sponsors, really the biggest sponsor, and the group that was very much involved with starting Concord Reads 16 years ago, is the Concord Public Library Foundation. And they supply the funds for Concord Reads. So they buy the books, and right now we have we have 75 copies of the book, and then we have a few large print. We have a few books on CD, and then there's also the ebook and the e-audiobook. So there's lots of different ways to read the book or listen to the book.
So it's been 16 years since you've been doing Concord
Yes,
Reads.
Concord Reads, this is the 16th year. Yeah.
I imagine it's very popular.
It is, and it's definitely growing with popularity every year. Last year we had a full house at Red River, so
That's great.
and I'm feeling that will be the case this year as well.
My guest today is Nicole Schulze. She's with the Concord City Library. She is talking about Concord Reads program. So again, if you want to find out more about it, go to concordpubliclibrary.net/Concord Reads. All right. And this is Community Conversations, a podcast and a program produced by Concord TV. All right, next, from March 1st to April 12th, Concord Reads Hikes and Hounds Film Festival at the library.
Yes.
Snacks are provided. Oh, wow. Okay. You had me at snacks are provided. So
That seems to be the case. So we always are like, yes.
Right? All right.
Snacks.
So March 1st is Everest.
Yes, we're starting with Everest, which is PG-13. Most of these movies
It's a
tend.
great movie.
I haven't seen it, so
Amazing.
I'm very
Right.
excited.
Amazing.
I think it's based off of the book.
Yeah.
I can't remember the
It
title.
might be, right.
Yeah, that came out, oh gosh, years ago, but it's
Yeah.
very popular. I'll think of it
Yeah.
during the show. But so yeah, we are starting with Everest.
Oh my gosh, March 15th. This is at 5:30 p.m. at the library, Everest. March 1st. March 15th, Marley and Me. Oh my God, I love Marley and Me.
That was a
Right.
difficult one to choose.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
also based off a book too.
Yeah,
So there's kind
really
of a theme happening
funny.
here.
It's a true story.
Yes,
Right.
yeah, and but we sad. But
It's
so
a little sad at the end, but you know what? It's real life.
right,
Real life.
right, yeah. So all of these movies are either about
Mm-hmm.
hiking or dogs.
Right.
So that's why it's called Hikes and Hounds. And
And then Turner and Hooch.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That's
I know.
great. March 29th.
I know we're really excited about that one.
And then April 7th, Homeward Bound, a children's movie.
yeah, that's happening on a Saturday. Yep.
Saturday.
And that's at 10 a.m. So
Okay.
all of these except for Homeward Bound are on Thursdays at
At
5:30.
5:30.
We're hoping people can come after work and bring their families.
Well, that's what a great way to make the families do something together and
Right.
relax. You know,
Right, yeah. And
take it
I mean,
easy.
with our new auditorium and our new AV system, it really is, it's wonderful. It's like, it's not going to the movies, but very close.
Right,
A large
right.
screen, really great volume. It's very comfortable in
And
there.
it's-
And we're giving you snacks.
It's free?
It's free, of course. Yeah, it's open to everyone. Yeah.
Free. Do you need a library card?
No.
Wow, that's great. Okay, April 12th, the last movie is The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. That's at 5:30.
Yes.
And I saw that one too. I'm a movie buff, so I see them all.
Did
right?
you like it?
Yes, I liked
I've
it.
heard really positive
Yeah,
things.
I
So
liked it. It's very
I'm
good.
going to all of these.
Yeah.
I'm very
Yeah,
excited.
it's very good. Yeah, they're all good.
I'll be there.
Good selections. All right, so Concord Reads Hikes and Hounds Film Festival at the Concord Public Library with snacks provided, so check that out. Oh, and March 8th, this just goes on and on. God.
Oh my gosh. It's
6 p.m. Adventure Hiking Dogs and Their Humans with the AMCNH at Concord Public Library. Now, the AMCNH is,
the Appalachian Mountain Club New Hampshire chapter.
all right, so that is, what's going to be happening there? I mean, there'll be, is it a
So it's-
presentation?
It is, yeah. It's a presentation, and so a hiker, a woman named Alton, is presenting on hiking with her dog, Cole, who I believe she said he's 4 years old, and they have hiked all 48 of the high peaks. They've hiked so many high peaks across New England together in all seasons. And so she will have her pup, Cole, with her. And the two of them will be presenting and showing us some photos and really talking about, how to hike with dogs safely, and for them and for other hikers and for yourself, and just tips and tricks on hiking with your dog.
Very
So
exciting.
yeah, we're excited for that one.
There's more.
Yeah,
On March 20th, 6 p.m., Tales from the Home of the World's Worst Weather with the Mount Washington Observatory at the library. Oh, that sounds really exciting.
It's going to be very cool. Yeah.
Really. I mean, worst weather, I'd love to see that.
So
As long as I'm not in the worst weather, I'd like to be informed about how bad the weather can get in the Mount Washington Observatory.
And it gets very real on the top of Mount Washington. Their educator will be coming down from Mount Washington, from that area to present, and he'll have photos and he'll actually have weather tools, etc. So it'll be interactive.
Well, we're going to go through the last part a little more quickly because
yes, I know there's
we're
so
getting the 5-minute cue. So there's a lot. Again, Concord Public Library, Concord Reads program, lots going on. So we'll give the email, the website in a minute before we sign off. And all right, so we have March 27th at 6 p.m. following Atticus book discussion and meet the animal guests at Pope Memorial SPCA. If you haven't been to the Pope Memorial SPCA, that's where it's going to be happening.
It will be happening there. We're getting a tour of the facility.
With George Gears, Geers.
Yes, he's a foundation member. He's an independent publisher. He leads wonderful book discussions. So we'll get a tour, meet their animals, and then discuss the book all at Pope.
Oh, you're a busy lady, Nicole.
Yes.
Really. All right, April 3rd,
Lots
7 p.m.,
fun.
Concord Reads Trivia Tuesday night. At Area 23. If you've not been to Area 23, that's on North State Street.
It
in the back
is.
of the smokestack.
And if you like beer and cider and trivia, it's definitely something you want to attend.
Prizes.
And prizes. We
for the
did this
winners.
last year, and it was such a hit. So we'll be having questions about dogs, hiking, best friends.
Hey, all
all of
right.
those things.
April 11th, just moving along, 6 p.m. following Atticus book discussion with Todd Fabian, the library director at a downtown Concord establishment.
It is not disclosed yet.
Yeah, all right. We'll figure it out.
Well,
right.
And it's a secret, but we will tell everyone. Yes.
April 19th, 7 p.m. Following Atticus author presentation with author Tom Ryan, and that ends the program at River Theater. So can they buy tickets ahead of time for this?
So this is free, like all the other
Oh, so
programs.
so-
However, the one difference, and this really is only for this event, you do have to be a Concord Public Library card holder.
Well, go to the library, get your card.
Go to the library and get your card if
Right,
you don't have
right.
one, even just to go to this event.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I would
It's
recommend
worth
you
it.
do
It's
other
worth
things.
it, I'm telling you. All right, so children's programs, just real quick at the library, March 1st, 2 p.m. Build a tiny house for your tiny dog. Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's great.
That's
awesome.
We're excited for that
oh
one.
my God. And March 10th, the New England Canine Search and Rescue Meet and Learn at the Concord Public Library. Wow. Final words, I mean, this is amazing
So
program.
two final comments. The Canine Search and Rescue, they will have a German Shepherd, and they will be doing sort of like a role play in terms of what happens when a child or someone is lost and what they do. And for the author event, we are having people register ahead of time. Registration is not yet open.
All right.
But we will make it very clear when it is open.
All right.
So that's
Again, ConcordPublicLibrary.net/Concord Reads. Phone number?
225-8670.
225-8670.
Everything is on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Okay.
We're on all of those platforms all the
go
time.
check it out.
All of the events, all the
Go
details.
to your public library right here in Concord. They've got a lot going on. And again, Nicole Schulze, Adult Services and Outreach Coordinator, thank you so much for being on the
Thank you
program.
so much for having me again.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
And we're hoping that the Concord Library will be a part of Concord TV's Easter extravaganza.
We plan on it.
They have an activity last year. It was great. Thank you.
It was fun.
Happening March 16th, 17th, and 18th. You can go to ConcordEaster.org for all that information. You might win one of the 150 baskets that are there. And it's pretty exciting. It's a good fundraiser for Concord TV.
It's fun. It's very fun.
Equipment fundraiser for youth video cams, etc. And this collaboration is, we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
We do too. Thank you.
Have a great day. Thank you for tuning in to Community Conversations. I'm Doris Ballard, and from Concord TV, I say have a great day and good Valentine's Day for me. All right. Bye now.